190827, substitute resolution designating January 25th, 2020 as MKE Business Now Entrepreneurship Summit Day in the city of Milwaukee, and declares MKE Business Now Entrepreneurship Summit Day as an official city event for 2020. Deshae, can we see you in the middle, man? Get in the middle. Oh, how you doing today?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, committee members.
Good to see you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you all today. I'm glad to be here to support the MKE Business Now Entrepreneurship Summit extending another year into 2020. I've gotten a chance to work closely with Alderwoman Milele Coggs, Nikki from the Office of Small Business Development, as well as Terrence from the Commercial Corridors team. We got a chance to work very close with Alderwoman to make sure that we had as many entrepreneur resources as we could this particular year. And so we want to give a recap of that. I know the Alderwoman is en route as well. Okay. And I just wanted to, again, give Nikki an opportunity to talk about the Office of Small Business Development role in this particular event.
Okay. I just say, what year is this for the Entrepreneurship Summit?
8.
It's 8 years?
Yeah, I think we're in year 8.
And where is it going to be held this year?
MLK School.
Okay. Alderman Coggs, the sponsor, has joined us, and so has the director of the bid and of Office of Small Business Development. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair and committee. We are here to officially declare the day for MKE Business Now Entrepreneurship Summit, as well as for the year for 2020 to make it an official City of Milwaukee event. The summit is a small way to attempt to give resources and a connection to a network of for small business owners to assist them so that they can have greater levels of success with the creation and growth of their businesses. And the people you see at the table with me are just some of the people who help every year with the planning. You know, people come out to the big event and a couple hundred people come from all over the city every year, but it is truly a skeleton crew of us that help put together the whole day and the activities that go into it. So I very publicly want to say thank you to each of the people sitting here, along with my office staff, Akua, as well, who helped to put it together. Also, last year, Arlisa McHenry helped, and several volunteers. Okay. So just to tell a little bit about the summit before we talk, there's a video. Do you have it, Linda? That you can see kind of what happens at the summit.
It's a learning experience. So we like to tell people, anybody that we come in contact with who asks us to help them, help them with their business. First thing we tell them, fail fast.
Like, you have to have courage. You got to keep going, because you can fail. You will fail. It's just something that will happen, but you got to keep going.
And overall, it was a really great experience for me to be able to just hone in on my business.
We encourage our customers to get set them up on auto pay. Out of sight, out of mind.
Today we're going to talk about how to maximize your social media. Your business will scale up to the point where you will have real customers with real expectation. Curate content that's directly beneficial to your customers. And I believe knowledge is power. So I'm going to give you knowledge that you need.
I just want to encourage you all to sit on the edge of your seats and anticipate and absorb and connect so you can take your business to the next level.
Your entire customer base really is your boss, and you have to respond to them and meet their needs and their requests.
We take an idea and bring it to life.
Believing in individuals with dreams. The most important thing you'll leave with from here is to get started.
When I finally got tired of myself and procrastinating, it literally took me 2 weeks to do.
If it's $50 or $100, a lot of people think it takes so much to start a business. I started with flowers. That was probably a $50 investment. Hey, this has been such a great day. And we'll see you next year.
All right.
All right, excellent.
So what we do is, one, we pick a location that's right in the community and that's on a bus line and all of that, because as we all know, we already do, Small Business Week and a whole bunch of other things, but it's some business owners that aren't going to come to that kind of thing, but they need help too.
Okay.
So I try to do it right in the community to appeal to a different kind of small business owner that may be less likely to get the resources other ways. So that's one. So we're doing it at MLK Elementary School on King Drive in Ring. Then also we have around 30 vendors who are not just city departments that people generally have to get permits or licensing from, but also state and county and other things like WIBIC and SBA and things like that, people who give grants and support to small businesses. So pretty much all the needs of a small business is something there for everybody. Then we do workshops. It's different workshops every year. Everything from how to finance your business to how to brand your business. We do a series of those during the day. And then we end with a entrepreneurial, a successful small business panel, which you saw. So we get successful business owners from throughout the city, and they get to answer questions and share their experience with the entrepreneurs in the audience. So we do it those different ways because however you are as a learner, whether you need to just come get some information from the organization, or whether you are, I need to sit in a class and be taught this, or whether you are, I need to hear from others who lived this, how they got through. That's what we do. The greatest thing that I've seen through the years with the summit, it's not the workshops, the panel, or any of that. It is the level of networking that goes on amongst the entrepreneurs themselves. And there's so many people that have begun to form partnerships, began to do business with each other, and support each other in ways just because of them meeting at the summit. So that's been a great thing. We also do giveaways and some other things. And last year we integrated a new part where we had successful business owners who had started their business off of information gained from the summit come back and share their experiences. And I think that's a part we're going to integrate moving on in the future as well. So I know Deshae has a brief PowerPoint that shows very specifically. We couldn't do it without the support of a whole lot of people. So I do want to take the time just to be able to demonstrate that. And Deshae, if you want to lead us through that.
Okay. Thank you, Alderwoman Coggs. We wanted to be able to help you all see visually, in addition to the video, sort of them moments, them key moments of learning, the key moments of information sharing during the particular day. As we always have our save the date that goes out pretty early, and then we offer the opportunity for people to come. It's 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on this year's Saturday, or in 2020, January 25th. You see Terrence of the Department of City Development, as well as Matt Hazley, talking about real estate and grants that the city has. That's very important. You will also find just a collage here of, again, the folks that are learning as well as those who are presenting. The workshops this past year were Options for Business Finance. That was sponsored by U.S. Bank and WIBIC. Navigating the Tech Space, the developers and, again, owners of Young Enterprise and Society, that's Khalif and Q, spoke about navigating the tech space, the grants, contracts, and more, was presented by LISC, the Office of Small Business Development, and the Department of City Development. And again, Ebony Zali, who has been very helpful in getting the word out about marketing and social media, presented on followers, fans, and funds. A host of vendors and information booths were there. This list is available. It'll be on Legistar for all those who might be watching. But just to name a few, you do have Prism Technical, you have WIBIC, you have SIBC Bank, you have Milwaukee County Business Development. You will see also Scale Up Milwaukee and Marquette University Law and Entrepreneur Clinic among those who were present. We also have, again, the city's eco office. A lot of the divisions from the city, including licensing and the health department, were also available. And again, this is opportunity for people to come and access the information in a safe space where they can ask questions, get questions answered, and be able to build their business from that space. As you see, Alderman, that Mayor Barrett was in attendance, and you see Alderwoman Coggs smiling right there. You will also find, again, it's accessible to anyone who's interested in coming. And the information, you will see a lot of the folks that might be familiar. You see MEDC was also present, as well as a host, again, of city resources. U.S. Bank was the sponsor, as they have been for the past couple of years, and they spoke on options for business finance. And so each of these sessions are 45 minutes to an hour, and so it's a great opportunity to learn about the different areas of business that are being highlighted. Again, another couple of images related to the workshops. People who are active here in Milwaukee, doing a lot of great things, are who the Alderwoman is really focused on, trying to make sure that they're involved in this from year one. And here you see, again, young enterprise and society. The panelists, which included Mr. Dye's Pies. The host was Andrea Williams, Tiffany Miller from Fly Blooms, who's in the Bronzeville Collective, Terrell Harris from Words and Images, Nick Robinson from Dream Builders, Joanna Brooks, who is at the Sherman Phoenix with Embodied Yoga, and True Man McGee, who's with Funky Fresh Spring Rolls, also at Sherman Phoenix. These were an opportunity not only for them to get questions asked by Andrea Williams, but also for those in the audience to be able to ask questions and talk with them after. I want to, again, thank Alderwoman Coggs for the vision to make entrepreneurship a key focus over the past 8 years, and it has been a pleasure working with her from year one, and glad to support her at the historic King Drive Bid Now.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Alderwoman Coggs. You want to tell us about some of the businesses that have actually opened up due to the summit? I know we always like to emphasize that.
Oh, Rise and Grind, of course. Potty Pearls.
Okay.
What's a few others? Actually, Jonathan from Dye's Pies, the reason he was so willing to do the panel is he already had his business, but he used a lot of the resources from coming to the summit to help grow his business.
Right.
So he's always been a supporter as well.
Yeah.
It's a little list of several of them, and many of them have luckily come to King Drive or to the area as well.
Yeah.
But we continue to try to figure out ways to continue to communicate with people who attend so that we can begin to quantify the level of businesses that are created and that grow from it. I will say this, part of the reason I concentrate on small businesses is because I recognize that the majority of people are employed by businesses that are 50 employees or less, so it's small businesses. Right. So we have to do more to help grow those businesses, because those are the businesses that are going to hire from the neighborhoods, create more jobs, and all of that kind of thing. So it's truly been our focus to help small businesses start, grow, and sustain themselves over time. And we believe we're doing that, and we want to continue to do that even more. So this year, we're just trying to make it officially a city thing for 2020 and to declare that done.
Excellent, excellent. Director?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Chair committee members. I guess I would just add that in addition to those who are aspiring entrepreneurs, we also see those who have established businesses come and obtain information about how they can perfect their area of expertise. And then also that also enhances the networking opportunities for those that are interested. And then finally, I think it's already been stated that this event would not be possible without the collaboration that happens across the city and other entities that really are interested in supporting the small businesses in the city.
Would the summit be an appropriate time to help individuals get certified that want to be contractors with the city?
Absolutely. We have a booth there every year. Whenever I'm available, I'll do a presentation. I'm often behind the scenes helping to make sure things flow consistently, but there's always representation from the Office of Small Business Development.
Excellent, excellent. Terrence?
Last year was my first year doing it, and I just was looking at the pictures reflecting, like, do you guys remember, like, it was standing room only, like, it was like chaos. So many people wanted to really be in there, and so I definitely see.
Was that at Dr. Luther King too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the demand, I really see it in the community, and I look forward to doing it next year, and I think it'll even be bigger and better.
All right. Well, congratulations to you all. Do we have any comments or questions by committee members? Johnson, I saw you taking notes. Did you want to ask any questions?
No, I don't have a question. Okay. I'm very familiar with the program. I've been there, with the summit rather. I've been there before in the past. It's always an incredible event. I just want to commend Alderwoman Coggs on some wonderful work that she does. I mean, I think all of us can acknowledge that when it comes to creative ideas about bringing people together out in the community, Alderwoman Coggs has probably some of the best this city's ever seen. So, I mean, you got to give it up to her for that. And if she would be willing to accept me, I'd like to be a co-sponsor.
Okay. Excellent. Well, there's no doubt about that, Alderman Cox. We thank you, and we look forward to this year's summit. Have the entrepreneurial speakers been selected yet?
No.
Okay.
We're going through that process now, that and the workshops. We're going through that process. And to be clear, because I know that PowerPoint is from last year, the date is January 25th, Saturday, January 25th, 2020, at MLK School on King Drive in Ring.
That's January 25th, everybody. Okay. So with that, please add me as a co-sponsor as well. And Alderman Rainey moves for adoption. Hearing no objection.
Also to be added.
I knew you was going to say that.
I'll be in attendance. I want to come out there and see what's going on.
Would you like
great initiative?
Okay. Alderwoman Lewis, are you coughing?
Alderwoman Lewis. Hold on, Mr. Chair.
What'd you say?
Something wrong with Alderwoman Lewis?
She's coughing. Do you have something? Do you have something to say?
There she goes.
Alderwoman Lewis, everybody. It's good to see you.
To the table to say that good morning, afternoon, whatever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go on record and saying that this is an amazing event that I actually tried to mimic just a little bit, and this is where we got our Shark Tank from.
Okay.
And so I want to thank Alderwoman Coggs for all of her leadership on this, because it is an amazing event. As all of you have gone, I was there and I was just blown away. And I was like, yeah, we got to redo this. So your whole team, let me borrow your whole team so that we can, replicate this model, because it is definitely a successful one. And I'm not on the committee, but I do want to be added as co-sponsor.
All right. Ms. Linda, please add those members that are interested in being co-sponsors.
Mr. Chair, before we close out, it's two things I want to do. One is, of course, again, say thank you to the team, because I couldn't do it without them. And I say thank you because the people you see at the table with me and my staff, they have titles, right? Mm-hmm. But what people don't see is the tables that we drag out with DPW, the chairs that we're sitting, us, our friends, our family, are sitting there when people aren't around.
Right.
So it's not just in their positions, it's the extra work and the extra effort that they put in to help make sure that this information gets to the people who need it the most and help make these events successful. So I truly do want to thank the whole team for helping make this happen, and all the volunteers that come out as well, and the participants, because it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for people coming to get that information. And for those who are unable to make it, because we always get calls later, can I get some of the pamphlets? Can I get some of the information? Last year, with the help of Channel 25, we taped the workshops. So I do believe that they are available at Milwaukee.gov. So if people want to see the variety of workshops that Deshae went through, you can view them on the city's website.
That's wonderful. That's something new. Okay, so Deshae, Terrence, and Nikki, thank you very much. We look forward to this year. So with that, Alderman Rainey moves for adoption. Hearing no objection, so ordered. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.